friends, so today we are talking about what we can expect in the next 3 months. This is a timeless tarot pick a card, so no matter when you stumble upon this reading, it means it's the correct time for you to watch this reading. When I am filming this, it is November 2019, but whenever you stumble upon it, it is the right time for you to hear this message. So today we have 4 piles. I contemplated doing 3 since we are talking about the next 3 months. And the number 3 is typically associated with creation. It's the Holy Trinity. It is Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. It is birth, life, and death. It is beginning, middle, and end. It is really about transformations. But today, because we are talking about a big transition with the next 3 months, we are actually closing out 2019 and going into 2020, at least when I'm recording this. We are going to be going over this big transition. So I picked the number 4 for the pile of cards because 4 is about foundations. And I feel like the next 3 months is really going to be about setting foundations for your future. So again, it doesn't matter when you stumble upon this video, but I do feel like for the collective conscious, the next 3 months will be about setting some groundwork for the future. Now, before I go on, I do want to mention that if you would like me to do more videos talking about numerology, please let me know down in the comments below by telling me any synchronicities that you typically see. What numbers do you see? Do you see 1111? Do you see 333? Do you see 777? What numbers do you see all the time? What are the synchronicities that pop up in your life? I would love to know. So let me know down in the comments down below. So let's get started with this tarot pick a card. To connect with the pile that resonates with you, I want you to take 3 deep, mindful breaths. And as you do so, I want you to ask yourself, what does the next 3 months have in store for me? What can the universe tell me about the next 3 months? What can I expect over the next 3 months? And when you have picked your pile, the timestamps will be listed in the description box as well as the top pinned comment. I do also have all sorts of information in the description box, including my website and all the decks that I use. So please check that out. Okay, again, this is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Let's get started with pile 1. Hello, pile 1. So we are going to get started with your tarot cards. So we are starting off with the Hierophant, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Cups, the Tower, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so first of all, guys, let's start with the Tower card. The Tower card always represents change. A lot of the time, this can be an unsettling change, something that kind of catches us off guard or is painful for us to deal with. But because of the rest of the spread, I'm feeling like this is something that you guys are really going to welcome into your life. It might not be welcomed at first, but over time, it is definitely something that you are going to be embracing. Okay? With the Ace of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles, I'm almost wondering if this is a shift in career. This could be whether you're taking a promotion, this could be taking a new job entirely, this could be starting your own business. I'm seeing it as something that is really going to help you financially in the long run. But again, with this Tower moment, I'm seeing like if you don't embrace this, then this is going to be a struggle. But if you can embrace this change, then financial security is really going to start coming to you. This card is in reverse, but with this Tower card and with the Knight card, I'm feeling like once this change happens, we are going to go from the 10 of Pentacles in reverse to the 10 of Pentacles upright. I'm feeling like that is really going to be a part of this change. I'm feeling like this transformation that you're going through, and I'm going to call it a transformation versus a change, just because I really feel like you are going to become a better person at the end of this. This change is going to bring about so many opportunities that you are really transforming into a new version of yourself over the next 3 months. And with this Hierophant card here, I'm feeling like you are really being guided through this whole process. The Hierophant, it usually can speak of religion. It's sometimes called the Pope card. But this doesn't necessarily have to be religion. I'm just seeing it as someone guiding you. Whether this is a counselor, whether this is a mentor that you've taken on, there's someone who is helping you through this process, someone who is helping you really transform your finances and your career path. Again, I'm feeling like at the beginning of this month, or not at the beginning of this month, but at the beginning of the 3-month process, this card, like, it's kind of like a divine hand giving you something, and in this case, it is a pentacle or a coin. And I'm feeling like this is kind of like it's a gift from the Creator, some kind of a nudge. And this nudge might be what is bringing this tower down. But with the Knight of Cups here, Knights are all about action. They are about taking advantage of the opportunity and going for it. With it being a cup, this card really speaks of imagination, of creativity. So again, I'm really getting kind of entrepreneurial vibes from this, but it could also be that you are just recognizing that you are a creator and that your future is in your own hands. So this could also be you embracing your spiritual gifts in terms of manifestation. You could be manifesting new career opportunities, manifesting abundance, like that kind of thing. I'm feeling like with this being a cup card, that it's really you being able to give yourself some kind of a gift. And once you feel confident in this ability, then it is really going to start to happen fast. And again, with the title of this reading, like, I'm feeling like this whole process from you starting out and really feeling kind of, I want to say like discombobulated almost. Like you're just not sure of what's going on. You're a little confused. You're a little apprehensive. And that's really reminiscent in this Tower card. But then once you get this confidence, and I'm feeling like it's with this person, this could even be a friend who's just kind of turning you onto a new kind of idea. Maybe they're the one who's telling you like, hey, you should apply for this job or whatever it is. Once you get the confidence to move forward on this and knock down your own tower, so to speak, the abundance is really going to be coming your way. Let's check out the energy oracle cards. Yeah, we got the door to the value and man holding a coin. Okay. Yeah, you guys, once you knock down your own tower, whatever is holding you back, once you knock this down and really embrace what you are capable of, you are really going to be opening this door to value. And it's so funny, we've got this man holding a coin, and then we've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is, a coin in the hand of someone. I'm feeling like these opportunities are just going to be given to you. And with the two different cards saying that, like, whether this is going to be multiple opportunities that are going to start falling into your lap, or whether this is just going to be a very big sign, like the universe is just going to say, like, take this opportunity I am presenting to you. Like, it is here, it is for you. I cannot make this any more obvious. Okay, so over the next 3 months, you guys really have to be aware of the messengers that the universe is sending to you. Let's see. We have Magical Map Shifter, Spirit of Place, Wide Open, and Magic Prayer. Okay, so wide open makes me just think of, well, again, we've got the door to value. You need to open that door wide. But it also makes me think of what I was just telling you with being aware of the messenger. You need to open your mind to the possibilities in front of you, and you need to be willing to see the opportunities. This also really speaks with this magical map shifter, because if you look at this gentleman, he is blindfolded. There are all these possibilities in front of him, but he cannot see it. Sometimes this card speaks of judgment, where you are not taking action because you are being hypercritical of this situation, which could be the truth for you guys. You might not want to take this leap to change whatever your situation is. But once you can remove this blindfold and see the opportunities that are abundant in your life, then I feel like you are really going to be able to make this shift. And then we have Spirit of Place and Magic Prayer. And I'm feeling like these two cards are really speaking together. And this, I'm almost seeing like a visualization, meditation type atmosphere from these cards together, which, coming back to the Hierophant, like, I'm feeling like this is a spiritual journey that you guys are on. I mean, it's a spiritual journey, but it's rooted in our earthly realm. It is you embracing the powers that you have to manifest, the powers that you have working with the law of attraction, through visualization, through, reworking the story that you're telling yourself. But a lot of it comes down to kind of this spiritual power, this prayer. If you are one to believe in God and you pray to God, this could be like that kind of wording, asking God for what you want versus asking universe or source. It's all the same topic. It just might be phrased slightly differently depending on who you are and what your personal beliefs are. But ultimately, I'm seeing that if you guys can take this action and you guys can have your minds open to the possibility and open to the messengers, then over this next 3 months, you are really going to see a change come about. Okay, so we have you and your loved ones are safe. And I'm feeling like this card really speaks to the financial aspect of this reading. Right now, you might be struggling with your finances. You might be wondering where the money to pay the next bill is going to be coming from. And as this journey progresses over the next 3 months, you're going to notice that your finances are going to really level out, and then they're going to start increasing. And I'm feeling like if you can embrace these changes, then this financial freedom is going to come, and you're really going to feel like you are safe. You're going to be removed from this lack mindset, feeling like you can't afford things. And now you're going to be able to, feel like, I can pay for my bills, I can pay for my housing, I can pay for nutritious food. You can keep you and your loved ones safe. And then we have the answers you need are coming. Yeah. And again, this really speaks of that Tower card. If you can take the chance on whatever this risk is, the answers will come forth. So let's pull an affirmation card or two. Just see what the cards want to tell you. I find deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. Okay, yeah. You guys need to step out of your comfort zones. I want you guys to comment that down below, group number 1. I am stepping out of my comfort zone. I feel like that is what this Tower is. It's you stepping out of your comfort zone. It's you opening the doors to something greater. I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. Okay, so that's what I have for you, group number 1. If you liked this reading, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you as a member of the YouTube family. Love, light, and happiness to all of you. Have a fantastic day. Hello, group number 2. Today we are discussing what you can expect for the next 3 months. We're going to start with your tarot cards, starting with the Fool, the Devil, the Nine of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So for group number 3, I want to start off by saying you guys need to be very cautious about what you are consuming over the next 3 months. We have the Nine of Cups card here, which is, it can be a card about being content and being satisfied. This gentleman here on this card has consumed everything in these 9 cups. He has a lot. He is accepting his abundance, but he is also a more portly man, as we might say, in comparison to other figures in these cards, in these illustrations. He has consumed more than his fair share. And with the Devil card here, again, this really can speak of, like overconsumption, attachment, addiction. It can really speak of your shadow self as well. And I'm feeling like maybe this next 3 months, you guys have to do a lot of shadow work to figure out where you want to go in the future. Okay, we've got the Fool, which is, it's all about new beginnings and innocence and being a free spirit and just going after your dreams. But when we've got the Devil and this Nine of Cups here, I'm feeling like, I don't want to say misguided, but I can't think of a different word to use at the moment. You guys have, it's like, it's like when you go out and you get a fast food hamburger. Okay, if you're hungry in the moment, it is going to satisfy your hunger. It's going to satisfy your caloric needs. But you know that it is not the best option for you. You know that it's not the healthiest option for you. And so I'm feeling like you guys know you have been making options that are not the healthiest for you, and yet you are continuing to make them. So this doesn't have to be necessarily food related. It could be. You could be starting on a health journey over the next 3 months. This could also be talking about addiction, whether this is to drugs or alcohol, whether this is to sex, whether this is just to purchasing, like just overconsumption of material goods. This could also be overconsumption of television and movies, just spending your evenings in front of the TV when you know that you could be doing something better with your time. Now, I'm not saying you can't watch any TV. I'm not saying you can't have any fun. But I'm saying when you get that little nagging voice in the back of your head that's saying like, okay, I should go to bed, listen to that voice, go to bed, don't watch another show. You know what is good for you, and you have almost been purposely ignoring that little voice that is giving you advice. And with the Five of Swords here, fives are about disagreement. They're about conflicts. And I'm feeling like this conflict is really within you. This conflict is with the devil, but this devil is within you. This is your shadow self. With the Ace of Wands here, this is new beginnings. This is potential. This is inspiration. And I'm feeling like this card is kind of balancing out the Fool. We have the Fool, who could indicate, the innocence and the free spirit that is kind of stuck in this pattern. But it also represents the rebirth and the rekindling of a passion that has almost been lost because you've been feeling stuck in this trap of overconsumption. So if we can start listening to ourselves, and we can let the positive voice in our head win as opposed to the one that's been keeping us here, then I'm feeling like you guys are really going to start to move forward the next 3 months. And I'm feeling like this is the message you need to hear to kind of get that kick in the butt. You've been sitting in this energy and you've been feeling stuck, and you know what you need to do, but you haven't had the motivation to do it. So I'm telling you right now that now is the time. Now is the time to get out of this mindset and to love who you are and embrace who you are and trust yourself to make the right decisions. It's okay if you stumble every once in a while. We all stumble. But if you give up before you even try, then you are giving in to your internal devil. Okay? I want you guys to comment down below, I am ready. Because you are. Right now. Now is the time. You are ready. So comment that down below. I am ready. Yeah. We've got the card of victory. Okay. And then we also have the card of cornucopia. So cornucopia always makes me think of Thanksgiving. And this is really about being grateful for what you have. So often we forget to be grateful. And so like when you're overcoming this overconsumption, sometimes it can be hard because you're like, well, I really want that thing. And then you focus on what you can't have. So what we need to do is we need to shift that mindset. Instead of focusing on what you can't have, I want you to focus on what you can have. Be grateful for what you can have. So if you found yourself, binge watching 8 shows of your favorite series, whatever it happens to be, that might be a little overindulgent. But you can still watch one show, and you can be grateful that you had the opportunity to watch that one show. And then you can go do something else, something that you've been putting off, whether it be, that book that you've been working on, whether it is launching your website, whether it is reading a book. Perhaps it's making a phone call to a friend that you haven't talked to in a long time, but you've been wanting to reconnect with. By being grateful for that little thing that you did have and being grateful for the opportunities that you are now able to embrace, you can really reach for victory and really overcome this shadow which has been plaguing you for quite some time. Again, the time is now. You are ready. And then we have goblins, into the unknown, follow the leader, and strength. Okay, so this goblins card could not have come out at a better time. This card speaks of the shadow self, which is exactly what I was talking about up here with this Nine of Cups and the Devil. You guys are really feeling plagued by your shadow self. The goblins represent the fear within us. They are, lurking in the shadows, and they can be hard to overcome. They trick you into thinking that you're not worthy, that you're victimized, and that you're unlovable. But you are lovable. You are not a victim. You have so much capabilities. And then we've got the Into the Unknown card right beside it. And this woman here is blindfolded. And if she could only take the blindfold off, she would be able to emerge from this shadow. And again, the time is now to take off this blindfold. The other two cards that we pulled here, we've got Follow the Leader and we've got Strength. So I'm feeling like you need to follow the leader into this unknown. You need to follow the blindfold being removed and see where this path is going to lead. This might mean that you can also, you don't have to go on this journey alone. You can reach out, whether this be, like a group that'll hold you accountable. If we're talking about like a drug addiction or alcohol, this could be a rehabilitation program, an AA program. If this is a food addiction that we're talking about, or just wanting to lose a little bit of weight, to tone up, to look better, this could be getting a trainer or a nutritionist, a dietitian, someone who can lead by example, and you can follow their good example, learn from them, and be able to move forward. With the Strength card, I'm really feeling like this is telling you, you have the strength inside of you to do this. And sometimes that strength is asking for help. So if you do feel like you need help to get out of this situation, then please ask for help. It takes a lot of courage to be able to admit that something is wrong and that you need help. But again, if you need to follow this leader, then do so. But this could also mean that you just have the strength inside of you to overcome this shadow, to overcome these goblins, to overcome this unknown. Moving forward will always be the unknown. We never know what the future has. We can only live in the now. And we have to be present in the now. And we have to be happy with the actions that we take in the now. Again, I'm feeling like you guys know that the actions you are taking are not the ones that you want to be taking. And instead of saying, I'll do better tomorrow, I want you to do better today. I want you to embrace yourself today and take the actions you know you need to take. So we have luck is on your side, and we have your commitment is being tested. And I really feel like this is the commitment to yourself. But as you move forward over the next 3 months, if you can build up this team of people around you, whether it is trainers, counselors, even just friends, they will help you get through these times where you're feeling like you can't do it anymore. But remember that luck is on your side, and you are able to move forward, and you are able to overcome these things, okay? So let's pull an affirmation card or two. Okay. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. I feel like that is so true for you guys, group number 2. You really need to realign with love. Not talking about love for someone else, but love for yourself. Once you start making these actions, or once you start taking these actions to work on this shadow side of you, this side of you that you are already starting to see through, if you can realign with love, then the direction in which you need to go, the path which you need to take, will come to you. Okay? So that is my reading for you about the next 3 months. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you as a member of my YouTube family. Love, light, and happiness to you all. Have a fantastic day. Hello, group number 3. Today we are talking about what the next 3 months have in store for you. We are starting with the Hermit, the Two of Pentacles, Judgment, Nine of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, so right in the middle here we have the Two of Pentacles, and twos are always about decision, and in this case we're very likely talking about a financial decision. Pentacles are all about money, they're coins, and so this, I'm really feeling like it might be prioritizing your budget to work through maybe a hard time, or to be able to have a little bit more money to invest in something. It could also be your time management skills that you need to work on. It's a balancing act. You can see him working those two coins, but at the same time, around those coins is an infinity symbol, and this is really telling us that what we put out will come back to us. So we always have to remember that there is this cycle of give and receive. Okay? And then we have the Judgment card. This card is, well, it's about judgment, but it's also about rebirth and finding your inner calling. And with the Hermit card here, Hermit is kind of, he's about quiet contemplation. He's really looking inside of himself to understand where he wants to go. So I feel like these next 3 months are really going to be you balancing kind of what you need to do to survive with what your dreams are to move forward. I'm feeling like you're really on the cusp of this rebirth that the Judgment card speaks of. But right now you're still very much in your head and you haven't put a lot of action into it. Whether this is you haven't made a plan as to how but you're going to reach your goals, or you haven't actually started to take the steps yet. You know what you want to do, but you just haven't put those wheels in motion yet. And you're still just in this balancing act of, this is what I want to do, but this is what I need to do at the time. You could have a family that you're supporting, or it could just be that your bills are a little tight right now, and even just supporting yourself is a little bit difficult. But you are putting the wheels in motion to be able to reach this next phase. And this next phase here, we've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands speaks of victory, but it's not a sudden victory. If you look, there are 5 other wands in the background of this card, but the one that this gentleman is holding holds the victory wreath. So he has tried all of these other wands before and only now has reached his goal. So that might also be what this Two of Pentacles is talking about. You might be in the action of these wands in the background where you are still juggling, I'm going to try this route or this option, and you're still just, playing around with the different options available to you. But once you can find out what is going to work for you, then I'm feeling like you are going to be able to reach this next level of success. And again, this next level of success might be coming in the next 3 months if you can get everything situated, everything worked out in the way it needs to be. This will be listening to guidance given to you by the universe, listening to signs, and being willing to accept the messengers that are going to be coming to you to give you guidance. You've got all of these people around you willing to help you, and you need to be willing to accept that help. You can't just exist in this quiet contemplation mode. So we have the 5th chakra, which is Archangel Gabriel. We have strategy. Yeah, you guys really need to figure out a strategy to get to this next level. And I'm feeling like, with this quill here, I'm feeling like it's something that you really need to sit down and write out. Write out your goals, write out your game plan, write out your strategy. With the 5th chakra card here, this is all about the throat chakra. So this could be an indication that what you are wanting to do, what is going to bring you this victory, could be something related to speaking or singing. Or this could be that you have a blockage in your 5th chakra at the moment, which is preventing you from being able to speak your truth, so to say. Once you can either embrace this message that you have within you, because we all have a message within us, once you can embrace it, or once you can clear this blockage that is in your 5th chakra, then you're really going to be able to move forward. The judgment is going to come down, and it's going to be a very positive one. But again, you guys have a lot of work to do over the next 3 months. It's not necessarily going to be victory in 3 months, but if you can put the work in, if you can get the strategies in place, if you can really focus on your time management and balance out all the different things that you need to do, then I'm feeling like you really are going to be able to put the wheels in motion for this next 3 months. Okay, so we have the Solitude, which really speaks of the Hermit. So I'm feeling like you guys really are still just in the planning phases, and you have to understand what it is that you truly want to move forward. You have these opportunities available to you, but if you don't even know what direction you want to go in, it's going to be very hard to get there. Then we have the Mountain card, slow and steady, and Golden Palace. Yeah, and you know what? This kind of, even just the way these cards came out, this kind of tells a story in itself. We are still very stuck in this solitude place. We really need to focus on working out what it is that our dreams even are, making that plan. This blockage in your throat chakra might not be communication with other people. This might even be communication with yourself, and understanding what it is that you want. And that's really where this rebirth is coming in with the Judgment card. It's about you letting go of the story that has defined your past and stepping into a new story that is going to define your future or change your destiny. Okay? But right now I'm feeling like you guys are still really in this solitude moment. And with the moon on this card, I always think of moons as a reflection. And I mean, there's all sorts of reflection going on in this card. Not only do you have the moon indicating reflection, but you have the reflection of this lighthouse in the water. And I'm seeing this as you really need to reflect on your circumstances, reflect on your goals and your dreams, and figure out the strategy that is going to be able to get you to move forward. And now moving on to the mountain card, sometimes it seems like our dreams are either way up at the top of the mountain or maybe completely on the other side. They're completely blocked by this mountain. But I want you to think of this mountain in the way a river would. Rivers do not go through the mountains. They go around them. They find the path of least resistance to get around and to get down the mountain. This might be a slow and steady pace to get around this mountain, but it is the long-term solution. And at the end, we have the Golden Palace. This is your dreams and your hopes. And I'm feeling like you guys are on this journey to get here. This card really speaks well with the Six of Wands here. This is victory. This is this financial freedom that you see. But you really have a journey in front of you. And I'm feeling like the next 3 months is really going to be in this phase with the solitude and the hermit, understanding who you are and where you want to go so that you can get a game plan together to be able to move forward. Okay? And then we have your Moonology cards, and you guys got 3. The other groups just got 2. So the first one here, which is New Moon in Capricorn, is your hard work is paying off. And I'm feeling like you guys are hard workers. You have been balancing like a 9-to-5 job to be able to pay the bills and to be able to provide for yourself, for your family. But you want to make a change, and your hard work is paying off, and you are going to be able to make that change. Then we have the blue moon, believe in the impossible. And we have step out of your comfort zone. Yeah, you guys, there is this rebirth happening for you guys, this transition into something new, something better. But you have to get out of your comfort zone. If we stay in this solitude, in this planning stages, this balancing act, then it's really hard to move forward. We need to step out of our comfort zone. Sometimes that means letting one of the coins fall to be able to move forward. But I feel like you guys can move forward, but there's no rush, okay? There is no rush. The impossible is possible. You need to believe in it, but it might take a slow and steady pace, okay? I actually want you guys to comment that down below. I believe in the impossible. Write that down in the comments right now. Really cement that into your being. I believe in the impossible. And while you do that, I am going to shuffle these affirmation cards and see what kind of affirmation we have for you. We have, when I'm in alignment with love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. And then we have, true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. I feel like that card is really reminiscent of stepping out of your comfort zone and where you are right now. In this solitude, sometimes we can see our triggers and they scare us and you just ignore them. But if you give yourself permission to feel those feelings, you will be able to move forward. The universe works fast when I'm having fun. I think that really speaks with this believe in the impossible. You guys, you might have to go at this slow and steady pace to get comfortable because, again, you are stepping out of your comfort zone these next 3 months. But once you start to develop a pace and you start to see results, then you're going to start having fun. And then your dreams and your manifestations are just going to start coming quicker and quicker and quicker because you're having fun. And then we have, I always trust in the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. Yeah, you guys are being guided. There are messengers out there that are showing you the way, but you have to be willing to see them. Okay, you have to be able to follow the river around the mountain. You don't need to set your own path. No matter what it is that you want to do, there are people who have done it before you. And those people who have done it before you are the ones that you need to seek guidance from. They are the ones who have, cut the river through the mountain. They are the ones who have been down that river. They know the direction. They know the tips. They know the tricks. So as you're working towards this golden palace, sometimes you need to reach out to someone who's been there before. Okay? So that's my reading for you for the next 3 months. If you liked it, please hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you as a member of my YouTube family. Love, light, and happiness to all of you. Have a fantastic day. Bye. Last but not least, group number 4 with what will the next 3 months have in store for you. We're going to start with your tarot cards. We have the Moon. We have the 3 of Swords in reverse. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Knight of Wands. And the 7 of Wands. Okay. So the Moon card, it always speaks of reflection, or at least I always see it as reflection. And quite often it is reflection upon our inner selves, reflection upon what is deep down within us. So with this 3 of Swords in reverse, the 3 of Swords talks about heartache, but with it being in reverse, that this is a lot of negative self-talk. This is you downplaying who you are. This is you downplaying your achievements, your worth, your confidence. This is you having a hard time, really. And I'm feeling like over the next 3 months, you are going to be moving forward. The Page of Pentacles in reverse, this is about procrastination. And so with the Moon, I feel like if you guys can really take the time to reflect upon yourself, then you are going to be able to take this page, put it upright, step out of this negative self-talk, and really begin to see the opportunities and the development that you have in front of you. The 7 of Wands, this is a challenge, and this is you persevering over your challenge. The Knight of Wands is this energy and passion and action. So if you can take this Moon card and really focus on that little voice inside your head, I want you guys to get acquainted. Say hello. You don't have to say out loud, but just say hello. Listen to the triggers that this little voice inside your head is telling you. And then tell it it's wrong. Okay? When that little voice inside of your head is saying, oh, you shouldn't eat that, it's going to make you fat. Or when it's saying, you're not worthy of this, you shouldn't even apply for that new job. Or if it's saying, why would that person call you? You're not beautiful enough. Those voices are not serving you, okay? You can overcome these voices in your head. You can overcome this negative self-talk, this story that you've been telling yourself that you are not worthy. Over the next 3 months, you are going to realize that yes, you are worthy. You are worthy of whatever it is that you want, and you are starting right now. I want you to comment down below. My mind is open to a new way of living. My mind is open to a new level of self-confidence. My mind is open to whatever I dream of. However you want to finish that, your mind is open. And at this moment, I am opening your mind to the possibilities in front of you and letting you know that you are worthy of whatever you can put your mind to. This Knight of Wands, he is going to go after his dreams, and so are you. You do not need to be stuck in this Three of Swords. Three of Swords is heartbreak either way, whether it is reversed or not. So this might also have come from a breakup, whether this was a relationship, whether this was a friendship that dissolved. This could also be heartache that someone else has put on you, someone telling you you're not worthy, which you have then adapted into yourself. But I want you to, you can literally go out at the moon and look up at the moon and see its beauty. And then think about the beauty that you bring to this world. Because you do. You bring so much beauty. Your soul is wonderful. I'm getting such a calm but yet vibrant energy from the people who picked group number 4. You guys you're passionate. And that's what makes this so hard, because your passion has been misguided. As passionate as you can be about loving yourself, you are just as passionate about nitpicking the little things that are wrong. So if we can shift this mindset to, instead of, seeing some negative about yourself and flipping it and seeing a positive. So, if you think, my legs are too fat. No, your legs are strong. Your legs are capable of moving your body. Your legs are capable of walking you to the next destination. Or, whatever is holding you back, you need to be able to flip it and see the positive. Okay? There's always light and dark. There is always positive and negative. It's the yin and the yang. And I'm feeling like you guys are really stuck in the darkness. But you need to come out to the light. Okay? There is a saying, I don't know who said it, but I've seen it all over Facebook. And it's about the moon phases. And it's about, no matter what phase I'm in, I'm always whole. If the moon is waning, or if it's waxing, or even if it's a new moon and you can't see it, it's still there. The moon is still whole, and you are still a whole, beautiful being, even if we can't see all of it at the moment. Your reflection might just be beginning to come to the surface. Your beauty might just be beginning to surface to a point where you are willing to express it to others. But you are capable. You are capable of overcoming what is holding you back. Okay? And then we have all tied up and the yin yang. Yes, I was just saying it is all about balance. And this all tied up, I'm feeling like that's where you currently are. That is your current energy. You are feeling very tied up, very restricted. And a lot of it has to come down to the story that you are telling yourself. But again, you can overcome this story. You can overcome this burden that you are feeling, and you can move forward. when we understand that there is always this balance of light and dark, even within the darkness there is light, then we will be able to start shining that light a little bit brighter and a little bit brighter and a little bit brighter. Commitment. I'm feeling like this card is telling you that you need to make a commitment to yourself. Okay? And then we have deep freeze, which I feel is where you are. You feel frozen in the situation. You feel frozen in this mindset. But you can heat up. You can find the passion. You can find the fire within you to move forward. You can find the passion within you to overcome the darkness. We have Ride the Wave with these two beautiful dolphins. And this is telling me that you need to get out there and have fun. You're really focusing on this negative and you've maybe been neglecting things. And I'm hearing friendship. I'm feeling like because you've been feeling so alone, and yet people have been reaching out to you. Friends have been inviting you out for coffee, or just to hang out, to go to the mall, maybe out to a club or something, to a bar, just have a drink. And you've been saying no because you've been wallowing in this self-pity. But it is time to ride the wave. I want you to say yes to opportunities. I want you to get out and explore the world, and take a friend with you if it's scary. Find someone that you really trust, and you can say, I'm having a hard time and I just need to get out and get my mind off of it. Can we go somewhere? Can we go have coffee? Can we, do whatever? Go play a game of mini putt if that's what strikes your fancy. Go for a walk in the woods, whatever you feel like you need to do. Maybe you need to go swimming. Maybe you need to go surfing. Maybe you literally need to ride the wave. But I want you, do it with a friend. Find someone that you trust, someone who balances you. Okay? And then the last oracle card we pulled was Moonlight. And this Moonlight card is, this moon card, you've got the two dogs howling up at the moon. You've got this crab coming out of the water. It looks like he could, pinch his toes at any moment. But then this card, we've got this fairy woman spreading her wings. She is ready to fly. She is ready to move forward. There's actually an owl in here as well. Owls are such wise birds. They are knowledgeable. And I feel like this is you moving forward. This is you being willing to spread your wings and move forward. This might be a long 3 months for you guys. This is going to be a lot of personal growth and a lot of challenge. But at the end of this 3 months, with this commitment that you have made to yourself, there is going to be a big change. You're going to look back in 3 months from now and you're going to go, wow, I have come so far. Your story that you tell yourself is going to be different. The little voice inside your head is not going to be putting you down. Instead, it is going to be lifting you up. Okay? But you have to allow it. You have to untie yourself. You need to release these burdens. Okay? You need to work through your fears. That card came at a perfect time. And then we have your dreams that need a practical plan. And I feel like what this card is telling, and that, full moon, what this is telling you is that you might need to commit to doing things that make you uncomfortable. You have to work through your fears. So again, like I was saying, with taking a friend along, that may be where this practical plan comes into play. have a friend that you can commit to, maybe a Sunday brunch with every single week, or someone you can just say, hey, I'm having a hard time. Could you check in on me every couple of days? Or can I call you every couple of days to just let you know how I'm doing and just have someone to talk to? I feel like this is not something you need to do alone. It is a lot of inner work, but you need to have someone who can almost distract you and bring the fun back into your life and get you out of your head for a bit of time. So let's pull an affirmation card or two, and let's see what these cards have to add to this reading. What do you need to tell group 4 for the next 3 months? Okay. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. And I feel like that is you embracing who you are and you believing in yourself. Then we have, thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. And I think, expanding my perceptions, this is that reflection that we were talking about with the moonlight and the moon. This is being able to see the light within the dark, expanding my perceptions. And then we have, when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. Again, we're talking about the light. There is always light. And when you trust the universe, we know that that light will always come back. There are days when we can't see the moon because it is a new moon. It is completely in shadow, but we know that it'll come back. We know that the full moon will come back and light the way. We know that our light will come back. We might be in a dark phase right now, but we can come back. We can bring back the light. Okay? You need to trust the universe to do that for you, to help you, to expand your perceptions. Okay? So that is this reading for you, group number 4, about what the next 3 months will bring. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you as a member of my YouTube family. Love, light, and happiness to you all. Have a fantastic day.